Hi Taurus, welcome to your weekly general reading for the week of the 22nd to the 28th of March. Although if you find this at a different date, that's fine. You find messages when we need to find them. All the housekeeping stuff, house rules, about reads, how to book a private reading or decks that I'm using, all that stuff is down below. Along with the subscription button if you want to subscribe so you get notified of the next reads. But let's see what we've got this week for you. Let's see what we've got. What have we got for Taurus this week? That one wants to come. Ten of Pentacles. Family is really important this week. More your nuclear family I'm getting rather than extended family. Or if it is extended family, it's your chosen family from them. As in the ones that you're closest to. This is your core. This is your emotional support coming. Inheritance possibly coming in. Money coming in. And it says family property. So I don't know if you're like... if there's an inheritance coming through that means that you can have a bit of money towards what you need to do in order to invest in a property. I don't know if you have that coming in through this week, but it's really about focusing on your family, the future that you want, where you want to be, where you see your family legacy descending from. Basically, you're setting that up. Yep, strength. See, this is kind of what I was getting. There are people within your family that are not your nuclear family. And when I say nuclear, they're the ones you're closest to. So if that includes certain extended family, like in-laws or parents or uncles or whoever you would pick, whoever is your circle of trust in the middle, that's who I'm classing as nuclear family as I do this read. So when I say nuclear family, it does mean the people in your four walls, but also anybody that you choose to treat on that level. Extended family are people to me that you are related to, but they're not necessarily the core that you consider when you make decisions, or they're not involved in the decision making process. They're the ones you inform of later on. Elements of the extended family could possibly be causing issues this week, to the point where you are really going to need to control your emotions. You're also going to have to control the boundaries, what you will and will not tolerate from these people this week, because you are trying to make huge life-changing decisions of literally your family's legacy, where you're going to set up, where you're going to go, what's important, what job you want to follow. It might even mean moving. You're seeking joy, right? I can't believe what's coming through for you with the Ten of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups. There is an opportunity for your family coming up that is incredibly prosperous in the sense of financial, material. I'm really getting it's not necessarily financial, but it will provide everything you need to live the lifestyle that you would be happy with. I feel like it's quite minimally, like you don't expect a lot. You don't need a lot of material stuff, but there are elements that when you buy it, it's high quality. So you will have enough money to live the lifestyle that you choose to live. But you live for joy. So the joy is what's really coming through, Taurus, that you are chasing what makes you and your family happiest. What is the future that will bring you the most joy and contentment financially and materially? You will be wealthy in the sense of financial and material, as in you have everything you need. You will have abundance of everything you need. And an excess for enjoyment. You may need a bit of help and support this week, so please don't be afraid to ask for help. But what I've got is also the Nine of Cups has come through, which is the Wish card, and which is also optimism and contentment, emotional contentment. So I think you're in a really good positive place anyway, from the emotional, optimistic, positive headspace. Anyway, you are going to need to give and take a little bit. You may need a bit of family support around this. I'm really getting that whoever you feel you can ask for help, you have included in your nuclear family when I described that. Your extended family, the ones that are going to have issue with this, aren't going to be supportive. And they're probably the people that they go, well, why wasn't I informed? Why didn't you ask me for help? Well, I've asked you for help before and it never came. And it's always about them. And they almost like use what they've done for you as a bartering tool. Look how good I am, I helped you with X, Y, Z, and they'll forever cheer upon about what they did for you, when really you don't help someone in that situation, genuinely help someone in that situation, in order to use it as a bragging right later on, or an emotional manipulation tool. And as I did that, my table just went really unbalanced. And it is like they use it to tip up their end of why they're so great as a aunt, uncle, mother, father, grandparent, whatever. They use it as bragging rights to show, to tip the scales in their favour, to say why they're so wonderful, rather than letting the person they've benefited sing the praises. But there you go. But yeah, the person that brings you joy and happiness, they're the ones that are going to give you the support. Possibly financial support that you may need, but there's something material about it, whether that's they open their home to you if you need to move or visit for some reason, or there's some element of support that they just do instinctively, and you instinctively know that's the right place to go to. These are your people, right? This is your tribe. There may even be friends that you class as family. Do you know what I mean? But they're your people. You know that you can count on them when you need help and support. The Knight of Swords, tensions. Yeah, I really see the extended people that have an issue making and taking issue with it. Don't be too lashing out at them. Just take a moment to step back from the situation and consider your response to them before actually responding, because they're going to use whatever you say against you. So you have to be quite political against it, unless you don't care. If you want to cut them out, cut them out. But yeah, it needs quite a measured response, how you deal with them. They're not going to be happy about it because it doesn't benefit them anymore. And I think you have set boundaries with them already, but if you haven't, you need to. Four of Pentacles, security. Yeah, I'm really getting there's some sort of material lack in the situation of how you want to move forward. And I don't just mean financial, I mean that like, there's logistics that you're going to need help with, whether that's you stay with someone while you save up in order to have a bigger deposit for a more expensive house, or guarantor on a mortgage or something like that. Again, it's about keeping it within the core people that are there for you, because they're there for you when the shit hits the fan, when anxiety hits, and they're the calming influence, the grounding influence. These people that cause conflict, they're not grounding, they're not calming for you, they don't bring any emotional benefit to you. So this is really reminding me that, from my point of view, that this is the people, this is what's coming through, reminding, yeah, you know who your people are. This is the High Priestess. Your gut knows. You know instinctively, because it's like, you know the person you're supposed to be with, because when you watch something funny on the telly and you look to them to see if they're laughing too, they're your person. Or if they're not there, you realise that you're looking to them because they're not there. You're like, oh, they're not there to join. I've looked for them. And you know that, you know, if you were ever stuck, who would you call in an emergency? It's these people. If you were struggling, floundering emotionally, who would you call on? Who would be there? Who would bring you around a home-cooked meal if you were sick? Without, you just have to say that you're sick and they've already brought around food and medicine and left it on your doorstep if you're contagious or whatever. You know who those people are. You know who your core is. And this is your emotional, material support core. You know who they are. And they're the ones that you need to plan your life. And if that means you move closer to your core, or even move in with the core, in order to move your family forward to where you want to be, then they're part of the legacy. They're the family. They bring you the joy. They get to see the benefit of it. The people that are extended but feel entitled to be, that's the thing, they're so entitled. They feel entitled. They feel like they're entitled to have you live nearby. They feel entitled that they should see their family members whenever they want. They feel entitled, and they will tell you why they're entitled to it, because they've done X, Y, Z to try and help you. But no, it's a case of you know who your people are, and you might have to call on them this week to help a major move, is really what I'm getting. A major move happen. You know who your people are. You know who you can call on for support. Yeah, I just feel like things are starting to happen. Things that you've hoped would happen are starting to come in. You've been trying to make it happen, and the support that you require, you've not quite got everything you need in order to get there. And the people that are going to help you are the people that you know help you day in, day out. When the shit hits the fan, they're the people that are there. they will travel hundreds of miles to support you, because they know, you know, they're your people. You know that they'll do that. You don't even have to ask, because they've got the call that something's happened. They're already in the car. They haven't even thought about packing their clothes properly. They'll buy clothes at the shop when they worry about that later. They just need to get to you to help you. They are your people. Decisions are coming up. Make your decisions involving those people that will help you. Do not bother involving people. Inform them when it's happened, when you've made the decision, because they're just going to negate everything because it doesn't benefit them. And if you haven't formed boundaries with those people already, you really should be already. Have we got anything else? There's 2 come out. Patience and go with the flow. Things will happen. You will find a way around it. Naturally find a way around it, because you've informed the court. You have your superstar team in place. So, yeah, things might not happen right away, right quickly, because of some slight delays. But again, they will provide the support, the interim, the bridging. So if that's a case of, well, you need to move somewhere, and it means you move in with this other element of your core in order to wait while a house sells and everything moves from one end to wherever you're moving to, and you need to help, or you need a bridging loan and they'll provide the bridging loan or whatever. I don't know what the situation is, but they will provide the support that gives you the opportunity to have a more relaxed, patient, go with the flow attitude towards everything happening, because they're there as backup. What have we got from the fairies? That one. Magical gateway. It takes courage and trust to venture into the unknown, yet this is where the greatest rewards are. It's time to step boldly forward without looking back. These people that are extended, they are not in it for pure heart reasons. They are in it because there is some element of benefit to them for having you in their life. But they've never earned their place at your table, so not properly. Just because you fell out of someone's foof, or somebody ejaculated into a person and called themselves a parent or a grandparent, does not give them a God-given right to be involved in every decision, or for them to be a swing seat, so to speak, in decision making in your life. So no, I'm all for having respect for your elders, but respect goes both ways. It has to be earned both ways. So if they are not deserving of a seat at your table at a small gathering celebrating some work that you've done, because they're not interested in the work that you're doing or whatever, then they are not, don't have a seat at the round table making decisions that affect the kingdom, so to speak. But yeah, I hope that is of some help to you, Taurus. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully I'll see you again next time, whether that's the weeklies or the monthlies coming up. If you want to be notified, do the little alarm bell down below and subscribe, and you'll be notified when they come up. But thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again soon, hopefully. Bye!